Our next experiment is going to be an emulsion. An emulsion is two ingredients that don't really want to be together. In this case, it's going to be oil and water. And we add a third ingredient, an emulsifier. And that third ingredient, combined with good mixing, produces a smooth emulsion, a smooth and stable emulsion. Creams, lotions, and for our experiment here, mayonnaise. These are all examples of emulsions. Now in mayonnaise, the liquid comes from liquid in the egg, vinegar, and a little bit of liquid that's in the mustard. Now, for this experiment, the emulsifier actually comes from the egg yolk. It's lecithin. Lecithin is the emulsifier in mayonnaise. So what I have here is I have a premix of the egg, mustard, and vinegar, and I'm going to give that a little stir here to kind of blend those ingredients. Now remember, this is the liquid component. This is where we get our water from. And then to that, I'm going to start adding oil. Now, one critical item for an emulsion is to add the oil slowly while mixing. So here I have my blend of egg, vinegar, and mustard, and I am going to start blending that and slowly adding the oil to it. Doesn't look much like mayonnaise. In fact, it looks like oily egg. So if I give it a little bit more mixing, and you can see that I'm not making an emulsion. I'm just blending ingredients. So our low shear option for emulsions is not going to do the mixing we need. Now, why is that? It has to do with that emulsions need a very small particle size. The way we reduce the particle size is by adding shear, by breaking larger particles into smaller and smaller pieces. So when you have a small particle size, that allows the emulsion to form, given that third ingredient, again, an emulsifier. So let's try that same experiment with our blender representing high shear. Give it a quick blend. All right, that is blended. So now we are going to start adding our oil. And by adding shear, creating that small particle size, oil and water, things that don't like to mix will never stay mixed unless you add some sort of third ingredient, third element to that. So that combined with shear gives us a rich, smooth mayonnaise and a stable emulsion. So the oil and water will remain stable in mayonnaise because that stable emulsion, and it's pretty tasty. If you haven't made your own mayonnaise, I want to give it a try. And our low shear option, an oily egg solution, same ingredients, different results. Well, those are all the experiments we have for today. We've only seen just a few of the hundreds and hundreds of different mixing applications that are out there in the industry. Some things to keep in mind are, what are your ingredients and what do you want the mixer to do? This would lead us down a path where it might be something we can do with low shear, or something that requires high shear, or maybe even a combination of both. Perhaps if you have powders, you may want to use powder mixing, powder blending, and integrate that into your process. So understanding, again, what are our ingredients? What do we want the mixer to do? From there, we can choose a mixer for blending. So with that, I'd like to thank you very much. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me, Ron Cook, at Central States Industrial. That's Ron C. at csidesigns.com. And next time you're in the kitchen, start thinking about mixing. Thank you.